So, Christian communities have a tendency to ostracize single people in their community, especially by designating different groups in the church. And I don't just mean by ministries, but there is this underlying message that the people that are married are at the center of Christian community, and everyone else is around them, whether single or young or even seniors. And so I find that to be problematic, and I find that to be a model that is an unintentional model, I think, many times, but it's something that has been ingrained in our culture that has, unfortunately, I think, affected not only people's self-esteem, not only people's personal perceptions of themselves, but also affected marriages. My name is Khristi Adams, and I'm the author of the Misinterpreted Gospel of Singleness. And so basically, everything that we've heard our whole life, and by we I mean not just single people, people in our community, phrases that we've heard from our uncles or that were shouted from the pulpit, I turned those into chapters. And so, for example, one of the chapters is called the myth of the phrase being married to Jesus, because we have, we've heard that a lot. That's the quintessential, single defense mechanism when people say, why are you single? And it becomes, well, I'm not single, I'm married to Jesus. And another chapter is the myth of the deadline, because people are always feeling like, there was even a movie that was out recently called Baggage Claim. And in the commercial, Paula Patton's character says, my mom is one of those people that think that if you're not married, by the time you're 30, then something along the lines of, either you're never gonna get married or you're a failure. Don't quote me on that. But, that is projected. And so the idea that there is a particular deadline makes people rush. Then there's another one, let me see, the myth of the one, and how we, consistently as a community have projected that message onto people, that there is one person that's for you. And so what I've found is that, people put all of their hope and their, their emotional power into this one individual, and then if it doesn't work out, they are severely depressed or feel like God doesn't have anyone else for them. And so basically, I, not only titled the chapters these particular myths, but it basically does a critique, a cultural critique and analysis of, okay, what is this myth? What is it all about? And how has it had an effect on people, whether positive effects or negative effects? And if it is negative, because that's what I'm insinuating by titling the chapter that, then how can we begin to kind of move out of that?